There are stories that make people say, "Is this really possible?" Rhea's story is just like that, because this video tells the story of how a tiny bird with no feathers touched the hearts of millions. And it asks, even if a bird looks strange, can love make it normal? It all starts with Rhea. Rhea is a lovebird, a tiny type of parrot. But she had one difference. Rhea lost her feathers due to a disease called PBFD. This disease can affect birds' feather follicles, causing feathers to fall out and not grow back. Now, a question comes to mind. What happens if a bird has no feathers? The first thing that comes to mind is, it gets cold, it gets sick, and it becomes more vulnerable to external blows. But Rhea's story grew not with pain, but with character. Rhea didn't live like a normal bird. She was more of a character who roamed around the house, wanted to be around people, and constantly sought contact. If we were fooled by her appearance, we would conclude that this bird was currently suffering from an illness, that she was more sluggish and sad. But Rhea teaches us that the opposite is true. But there was a big problem. Because she had no feathers, Isabella had to keep her warm. Sometimes she wrapped it in soft fabrics, sometimes in tiny clothes. People from all over the world even started sending it tiny knitted outfits. This is where the story takes a strange turn and becomes something big, even for Rhea herself. Because Rhea wasn't just a featherless bird. Rhea made people feel this. Looking different doesn't mean something is missing. But there was another heavy truth in Rhea's life. Because PBFD can be contagious among birds, it was very difficult for Rhea to live with other birds. So in Rhea's world, the safest place was by her human side. And maybe that's why Rhea's bond was so strong, because that bond was about not being alone. Then, one day, that sharing came. Isabella wrote that Rhea fell asleep very peacefully and quietly passed away in the middle of the night. People didn't want to believe it, because some creatures, even from the screen, enter the house. Rhea was one of them, and normally, the story ends here. But in this story, it doesn't, because Rhea's memory is kept alive not to replace her, but to keep the love going. And the message is very clear. Rhea is gone. But the love Rhea left behind still walks in this house. Sometimes even a funny memory of an animal actually tells us this: life can be hard, but if there is love, it becomes more bearable. If this story warmed your heart too, there are more real stories like this on the channel. Now like the video? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the new stories. Because in every video here, we tell how a little creature can turn into a big heart. One last note. Before bringing a type of animal into your home that you're not used to, be sure to get expert advice. Learn about its needs, and make sure you can provide the right conditions. Because behind every heartwarming story, there are big responsibilities.